I'm gonna mute Discord on my end real quick and just double check that everything is balanced. Sounds like it's balanced right on the stream.
My mic is muted. Hello, hi. I'm not muted, I promise. Hello, hi stream. Sorry for the wonderful lateness of getting started tonight. It's been a very long, crazy day, but we are here. We are live. We should be rolling. And let me pause that. We're going to be starting off with watching the 1.0 trailer that I've been hearing so much about. So, and in the background should see us loading in to the world of Eorzea. 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 I think, oh, haha, I know why I was here. I know very much why I was here. I'll show you all in a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and jump to Mordona while we check the audio levels. Hi streamer, hi Akagor. Try testing a YouTube video for audio level. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna drop down the Final Fantasy audio, and then we'll pull up another random video to test audio levels there. So let's go. Some Two Steps from Hell. Some of the most epic, awesome music. Oh no, I'm gonna get copyright strike for music of copyrighted materials in the background. Quick, I need no copyright fantasy music. Here, tavern music. I love this type of music though. I do listen to it quite a lot. Chrome's up pretty decently, but I could turn it up a little higher too. Yep, good, nice, cool. Yeah, I'll show you what I was doing in Ulda after the last stream in a second. I did get a little bit of time to jump on and run around a little bit, but not much between streams. Okay, let us begin. I'm lurking and nodding off to sleep, but how you have fun. Kragan, go get some rest. Get some rest. Yes, I know we're definitely starting a little bit late, so you can always check out the video afterwards. As you know, all the streams get turned into VODs, and you can check it out later. But I hope that you sleep very, very well tonight. All right, should be able to just full screen this. Man, 1.0 looks really good. Look at all those weapons. Hang on a second. I'm going to make sure that we are high quality. Yes, 1080p. There is some visual motion blur. I wanted to check whether that was on my end or the video. Yes, Harshaphone! Hey, are they playing Triple Triad? Looks somewhat similar, a little different. He's more like trying to sell his Triple Triad cards.
Very well.
Mikote and Ellison. Nice map of Eorzea. It looks different.
Wait, I grow weary of the company.
The feeling, my dear, is mutual.
Aha! What do we have here? No job is too daunting as long as the coin is good.
Ah, you'd sell your own mother if the coin was good.
My father too. Now quiet down and help me decide.
Oh, these are like little quest tokens.
No particular preference.
And why does that not surprise me?
It's like summoning a storm.
Choose as you will, Midlander.
This beast
Our
in a
fate
frenzy, the likes I've never seen!
Look out! He's right on top of us!
Move, lass, move!
So he's not summoning a storm. It's so beautiful! dropped straight into water. Lalafell! Whoa! It's a Morval! He protect, he attack. Don't drop your weapon. A bow is the lifeblood of all bards. Instead of a lightsaber. Oh, it's acid! Nice. Ah, frozen. So I guess the Lalafell is a thaumaturg, shooting freezing ice. There's your paladin, marauder. Boom. Solid hit. Yeah, definitely thaumaturg. Look at the fireball. Get out of its charge range! I remember the first time I fought a giant Morval in Gridania, and when it started to charge its whole AoE thing, I was like, that's not too bad. I can handle this. I'm a tank. And then it got hit with like 1,000 debuffs. It was basically this here. I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. I was not fine. Oh! They're chasing after the dragon. Four of those ships. Those look like the Garlean ships. A little different design, but... He's got a few more battle scars on him. Whoa! Look at all the dragons! Oh, this is the giant impervious ship. This ship that supposedly was impossible to take down. What shot that? Oh, there he is! This is literally Behemoth versus Behemoth. But he's on one of the small ships. Literally raining hellfire. I mean, that's from all the like broken ships fighting the dragons. So this is definitely the Garlean Empire fighting the dragons. You thought that your ship was safe? Oh, look at it. That's insane. That's where this shot comes from. Look at that. That is an album cover, if there ever was one. Uh-oh. Pull out your plot armor. Whoa, what? Oh, is that Ifrit? That was Titan. Were those the primals?
Look who's returned from his reverie.
So nice of you to join us again.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
This one. We'll start with this one.
Ah, he speaks.
Can we go now?
As long as the coin is good.
Let us give the bard something to sing about.
Wait, he's a bard, but he's got a sword? Maybe he's switching jobs. He's switched up his jobs a little bit. That looks like a slightly modified version of the old Inner Plaza area with like the fountain in the middle and other things. You can see I watch a lot of Minecraft stuff. That was super cool. And yeah, this right here. This is one of those, it doesn't matter what way you look at it, it will always just be epic. Boom. That right there is just amazing. And when you conceptually think about the size of the dragon and the ship, I mean, both of them. You saw the huge ships compared to the people, and then the huge Garlean ships compared to, they were small compared to their large ships, and their large ships were minuscule compared to the enormity that was the giant ship. And then the dragons like looped around it a whole bunch. Oh my goodness. Insane. Insane. Okay, I gotta go through the comments real quick here. I'll put a trailer. Spent a lot of money on motion capture cutscenes. No, they're levees. Oh, the levees. Ah, got it. The little, what I thought were like kind of like quest markers or whatever. So, future of MMOs, Adventures Guild getting quests. Mordona. Most importantly, don't become Morble Snack. I almost did that one time. The Battle of Silvertear Lake. Yeah, the Archer is generic model for Warrior of Light. He was a warrior in 2.0 trailer. Okay. Cool. So he was the warrior in the 2.0 trailer. What I was kind of curious as well was that he was, he's putting the sword on his back, but then in his kind of vision, which, was it the echo? I don't think so, because it didn't do the heartbeat, dun dun. But he was, doing the bard stuff with the bow, which is another one that I really should try out sooner than later, just because I do love the archer motif, and I've always thought that Legolas was one of the coolest Lord of the Rings characters. But awesome stuff, and I'm sure that there's a bunch from the 1.0 era that I don't get as deeply as people who either played in the 1.0 era or know the lore a little bit deeper than I do. But I think that the Morble fight was awesome because it, especially as I talked about my personal experience with going, these guys don't seem that hard, and then almost getting my butt handed to me fighting one. It was kind of exactly, what it felt like. It was just epic. You're just kind of dealing with a monster that's a little bit over your head, but you're still trying to take it out anyway. So really fun stuff. Okay. Any last comments that you want to add, Holo, before we begin? I don't have Holo muted. I think Holo muted themselves on Discord. So, I guess we'll get going. I will say very quickly that the reason why I was in Ul'dah between streams, so, yeah, the 1.0 echo. Okay, there we go.
No, we're good.
We're good? Cool. Possible it's up you're having echo vision. Ah, that's fair. So they kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Very, very quickly, the reason I was in Ul'dah, you'll all be proud of me. You'll all be so proud of me. I tried my best, and I did a lot of effort, but you'll check my inventory. Look at how much space we have in here. I got rid of a bunch of extra clothing that I really wanted to hang on to, but I went through and I narrowed down a whole bunch. I threw a bunch into our wardrobe area and everything, so I really limited. I don't think, yeah, there you go. I went through all my offhand, a huge amount. I haven't gone through any of the earrings or stuff. We have so much space in these. I'm not really worried about it right now. But yes, it was such an issue last stream that I wanted to give myself a bunch of extra space for this stream. So I did. I went through and I cleaned out my inventory a bit. That's for me, that's a cleaner inventory, okay? So just be happy that I got that far.
I'm proud of you.
I had to let go of so much stuff that I was like, I know I don't love this outfit, but I don't really have anything I need this outfit for, so let's get rid of it. And for some of the gear, I was very concerned with not having gear for leveling up other stuff, but a lot of it, you'll see, let's see here, is this an example? No, it's not an example. Let me find an example of it. There we go. Disciple of Magic, level 35, Disciple, oh no, not whatever. Anyway, it would usually, yeah, there we go. 38 Disciple of War, 38 Disciple of Magic. I just found two that were each, you know, the same level, and I kept one of Magic, one of War, and got rid of the more specific detailed ones if it wasn't a costume that I wanted. That way, I had a generic, any Magic, I can wear this outfit. Any physical fighting war stuff, I can wear that outfit. I'm covered on all regards for that level. So it made me feel better about doing that stuff. So, let us begin. In short order. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face. Yeah, the weird primal where she, the ice lady basically absorbed the primal and became the primal, but still had to some degree her own consciousness, which was brand new for the primal threat. I didn't comment that from the video, was when the ship exploded and all of the Aether power, we saw what looked like ghostly images of Ifrit and Titan, and then a bunch of other blue lines going pew, shooting out everywhere. That may have been the 1.0's version of the release of primals, or we may learn in the next coming streams what more there is in regards to that. No spoilers in the chat, just give me some smiles in the chat, that's fine. But for me, it was, we know that the primals existed pre the cataclysm, the releasing of Bahamut, but I'm not sure, I haven't learned what the history of the primals' true release was. We just know they've been around for a really long time, and so far no one has found a way to permanently get rid of them. So it was kind of interesting seeing maybe possibly the birth of primals, but it couldn't have happened a terribly long time ago because the Garlean fight, that didn't seem to take place that long ago. So lots of questions. But again, that might be 1.0 stuff, might be more. We'll find out. But yeah, the St. Shiva stuff is really fun because it was a whole new way that primals could be brought into the world, into physical form in the world. And our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. Were not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason? Yes, so the Crystal Braves kind of help out with more of the physical needs of the different Eorzean alliances, whereas the Scions themselves can be a little bit more focused on like the primals and the more, I don't know if there's a way to say that, a more magical sense than the more physical sense. So I know it's not exactly that black and white, but true, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Jake, in particular, is ever a steady hand, whom I trust will continue to support the Braves. We will support them bravely. To what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent, which was, I'm sure, extremely painful for Rabban. I mean, talk about being stabbed in the back. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. The last thing we heard about Teleji Adeleji is he was in a cutscene basically saying, you know, sleep well, Nanamo, and effectively was, I'm coming after you, is that he set his sights on taking down Nanamo. The question is, will he be able to achieve that before Nanamo herself retires? Because she's basically being like, hey, the situation here is getting really out of hand. The people that are in power, those that aren't Nanamo and Rabban, are going head dive deep first into the corruption route, and she can't, with the political situation the way it is, herd them into the corners that she needs to push them into. And with things getting out of hand, she's going to turn all of Ul'dah into a full republic. We'll see what chaos comes out of that in that political change. But she has a lot of hope that it will lead to better results in the future. So it's a huge step to have that type of pressure be on your shoulders and then attempt to do what's right, even if it means stepping down and kind of taking the blow for it. So, you know, will Teleji take her down before she takes herself down? We'll find out. But steps down herself. She doesn't really take herself down, but... Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it would be best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection, of course. None whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Munbrida's research is proceeding as planned? Oh, that was Alfino. If she tells me, though... Oh, so she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Eorzea is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. The beautiful, beautiful blade that we were able to form. It's one of my... I wouldn't say the top screenshots that we took, but it's definitely up there and one of my favorite screenshots from ARR that I took. Jake, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alfinod and his braves with theirs? It would do so much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that others more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. We love Ul'dah, so we're happy to help them out. Uldah's our homeland. Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding in our cause, you silent, stoic man. Now then, there are preparations I must attend before my departure with my manservant, such as receiving Riol's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. Sounds like a favor will come sooner than we expect. If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Ring, 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 ring. We're calling because the warranty on your car is expired. Actually, in this case, it would be, we're calling because the warranty on your chocobo has expired. Welcome to 2.5, Before the Dawn, Part 1. Before the Dawn? We've already had a new dawn. A Realm Reborn was the beginning of the new dawn. The dawn has dawned, if you will. It dawned upon me, the dawn. Is everything in order, Jake? Are you ready to attend us? I am, but I want to just check a couple people here real quick. See how Thancred is doing. When one is in need of a precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I am well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Ul'dah import merchant. Oh, what's he chatting with Ida about? We needed a rare ore to modify the white aurosite and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? Oh, he just called around and had some friends that would help him out. Winbrida! I thought you were supposed to be in the Waking Sands with Eorzea. These two have been telling me stories about the corrupted crystal formations that appear following the Calamity. I'll need more data before I can draw a conclusion, but I'm intrigued by the potential of their untapped energies. You like the Aetherite, that is for sure. Ever since Moonbrida arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. I mean, I like her enthusiasm. Alright, Tataru, have you finally got to have a little bit of a rest? Hello, Jake. Are you sleeping well? You must be absolutely exhausted from saving the realm on a daily basis. Well, you need to get some sleep too. Alright? You can't be the only one that's going crazy over here. Take care of yourself, Tataru. You need it. If only there was another Lalafell that could support her in getting some rest. This looks like real. Pleasure as always, Jake. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons what found their way into the refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising. A rather large bunch of sharp and pointy things by the way of a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Brings to mind that merchant what caught an error while talking to Jake, don't it? Generous fellow was he, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods, savvy? Handing out weapons left and right. There are other things you can hand out too. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the anointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Jake? Sounds like a plan to me. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at the High Bridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you would excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Alright, sounds like we're breaking a deal. Don't keep the Captain Ilberd waiting too long, mate. He might have to start without you. Alright, I'm going. No need to ask twice.
What do they call it? A stakeout when you're waiting to see the deal go down.
The deal go down. Well, we need a really fancy car with sunglasses and definitely a ball cap. Everyone in the movies, whenever they're hiding out, just wears a baseball cap and a hoodie, and suddenly they're invisible. My Lalafell army has arrived. L's everywhere. I love it.
Look
Wait,
at this person.
it's Tataru! It's literally... Tataru! Where are you going? Oh, she ran back inside, getting back to her duties. That was amazing. Tataru, we need you to come adventure with us. We've got all of these minions.
Shall I teleport us away?
No, because I have to give Lalaki a hug. And I have to give Lovava a poke. No, come back. Always tickling the Lalafells. But yes, if anyone has a Lalafell, and eventually, not right now, but it'll be sometime in the future, we're going to try to put together a Gru and his minions screenshot, because we think that would be hilarious. So, it's really as simple as that. Off to Highbridge. It is very high. Not a low bridge.
Is it high or is the river really low?
I mean, the ground does come up a lot to get up to here, so I think a little bit of both. The ground is exceedingly low, the river is exceedingly low, but the hills, you get some nice views from up here. Ah, Jake, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. Would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thug of no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Levidieu needn't have dispatched you hither. I'd rather be here and be safe than sorry. The powerful men have ever need of a loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. I don't mind the more menial work. Sometimes it's good to kind of rest up a little bit. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Jake. Oh, I love this salute. We give our own salute, but they ran off. I'll just have to salute the Lalafels. Alright. A horse, a Garlean hand, and a dragon walk into a bar. I mean, walk into a burning wall.
Flying?
Fly into a burning wall. But I want to run so that way Aethne can burn some monsters as he runs past. Hey, Kazag! I'm so glad we finally got to do your quests. It was awesome meeting you. I would not have thought about him being a part of the Thaumaturg storyline. These brass blades are getting beat up. Hang on, I gotta turn this on. We didn't save him in time! Oh my goodness. You're absolutely terrible. How long is it gonna take to do this? Oh, I'm not even synced. That's why I'm not hurting any of them. I don't want to spend forever doing this, but if we're gonna help out the crystal brace, you can help out the brass blades too. All soldiers matter, and if we're friends of old Daw, we're trying to help out. How many of these can we grab all at the same time? All right, come with me. Come with me. Is it literally just spawning 3 at a time?
I think so. But if you go grab the quest, it leads down, so we can fight our way down.
Oh, true. Okay, let me grab these guys. Actually, I'll probably have to kick out Enmity. Turn that off. Oh, I just turned that on. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's alright. I'll grab this, and then I'll join you. I spy the one man, but there are others to be sure. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Alright. We're coming, and we're killing some birds on the way. Haha, get it? We're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone. With 1 sword. And we have saved the brass blades. Yay! Multitasking. That's the best way to do it. We gotta go down this way. Hired thug. This you, sir? Oh, no, we're just talking to him. Excuse me, sir. We would like to tell you to stop your suspicious deal. Never have come here. Where'd your friends come from? Sounds like it's you shouldn't have come here. Yeah, take a nap. Oh, we got more? Wait!
To the wrong neighborhood.
It's a Lalafell. We could recruit them into our growing army. Aw, they didn't want to join. Our benefits weren't that great. I'm sorry. Alright.
We don't even have dental.
I know, I was about to say, you know what, we'll get dental on the plan, I promise. Alright, wait. Oh, we keep going. Deeper into the burning well.
I was gonna say, I'll be honest, I have no clue where we were supposed to go, I'm guessing.
We wait by the destination. Is this the final destination? And then a rock just falls on us and kills us all immediately. Boom. Beautiful area, but also, what a perfect time to be watching and investigating in the middle of the night. I don't understand. What is this all about? Gah! Wait, what is happening down there? Come on, what's happening? Around the corner down here. I don't know that we've ever been down here. Ilbert, oh, you already took him out. Is this the merchanteer? As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. Oh, he's dead. How foolish of me to underestimate the man and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander Levelure will be most disappointed. Oh, gosh, a golden opportunity wasted. Unless he killed him? There's no way that he's a spy in our own ranks, is it? As for the clients, he's the one who, like, procured all of this information, so it would make sense for him to bring all of this, like, hey, I've got this great information, and now I'm going to kill the informant, who I told you about. Though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk white sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the immortal flames or the brass blades. Alas, we're here to aid them, and they're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Bait and switch. Did they know that we were coming? I don't see any subordinate. I will join the first in their hunt for the dusk-white sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them with the thirds at Yu-Hase. He will take care of the rest. Oh, we've worked with Yu-Hase before. He's cool, he's cool. Alright. Load up onto Aethne. Sorry, you gotta carry all these heavy swords and gear. We could probably, if we're going to Ul'dah, yeah, that's an easy free teleportation for me. Now, if I do a return, which is a free teleport for me, wait, hold on. Do you get a teleport too? No, we dealt with this before. You don't get the teleport.
No, we do not.
Okay, how much gil is it? I'll pay for you when you get here. There you are. Come back, Lalaki. Trade. Why are you running away? Trade. Unable to trade because you're using the aetherite. No, you're gone. I was trying to give you gil. Why do you not take my gil? Let's go to the Weaver's Guild. That seems to be one of the closer ones. It's like, shut up and take my money. Take my gil. That's me basically whenever I see a really, really cool outfit in the marketplace. Even though if I don't have the gil, I'm just like, ah, I want all of it. Ah, yes, the bright red stairs. Oh, but it's not upstairs. I was following the blue icon incorrectly. Yu-Hase, I've got some swords for you. So maybe we should sell them to him. Maybe a sell sword. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Corythus. Now, what brings you to us this day? We have a crate of weapons for you. Whoa. Oh, is that us dropping the whole crate? Boom! A gift of weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Now, what I'm worried about is if people start trying to make a connection to be like, oh, the Crystal Braves got all of their weapons. Like, if they use these weapons personally, then the Crystal Braves got their weapons from black marketeers, even though it was like we were trying to take down this, you know, illegal group, and then we kind of confiscated their weaponry, but rather than letting the weapons go to waste, we're using them. People could make the Crystal Braves look really, really bad. Understood. Once you've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. Okay, good. Phew. This can't be everything, can it? No, it definitely is not enough. Riol stated with confidence that there would be far greater quantity of weapons. A blatant falsehood. Clearly Riol is unfamiliar with the ways of the Aldan merchants, who ever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything of worth at all. Wow. They clearly have differing opinions. It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand and watch, not to seek glory in battle. I do like the subtle... Is there a subtle difference in their outfits? Like, I think she has more of a skirt bottom, but maybe not. I just see the little black dots, and on his, I don't see them as much. If you have no further need of us, I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, I think it's just Elaine. Elaine for the freedom of all. Yeah, she's got those little black dots, but maybe he does on the front. No, yeah, it's still a different outfit. That's cool. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the immortal flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Delivery boy work. Better than trying to talk down primals from destroying the world. Jake, a word, if it please you. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry. Aw, but I like whistling for you. On secret rocks hidden away. Alright. What's the fastest way to get to the Sapphire Exchange? Actually, yeah, head back the other way.
I think Yu Yu
Leliki's
Hase
got
is
it.
a captain and Alien is a lieutenant, and that's why there's a slight difference in their outfits.
Ah, that makes sense. I have been in this area of the plaza so many times, both for shopping and crafting and all sorts of goods. Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and the bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. And you can kind of get lost in the crowd, and it makes sense that the two people are talking to each other, because it's a big marketplace, so why wouldn't you see two people talking? Versus, like, a back alley hallway or whatever, where two people, like, over each other, like, oh, what's going on over there, huh? I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain were interrupted in the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. Well, he ran off, and we followed him, and he said the subordinate killed them, but that makes no sense. That's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing, latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw them yourself? Not before the fight started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boasts. Our information was reliable, gosh darn it. I know he purchased those weapons. So what did he do with them? Oh, as if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances we weren't taking gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Look at the disgruntlement that's already happening within the Crystal Braves. It's crazy. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Don't worry, mate. We got your back.
Jake, can you hear me? It's Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able.
Alright, off we go. Let's go! Teleport to Mordona. To see
Every
our...
time he says right then, I think of right then.
Right then. When do we start? Crikey, it's a big one.
Did you watch the edited video? The
Which?
triggering video?
The one that you put together.
Yeah.
I know that I watched most of it, but I don't think I had the volume up super high. Because I know that I watched it because I watch all the videos to make sure that they get a view from me, and I watch them all the way through to make sure that you have the consistency for the view. And then I do try to listen to most of them to at least kind of refresh what happened during that storyline. But clearly I missed something, though, in the way that you edited that.
Oh, I included when you were imitating the British accents. Like,
Oh,
I was dying laughing when I was editing that. I was like, oh, this is so good.
Just all the terrible ways that were not British accents, for sure. I try and I
do
fail
a pretty
terribly.
good one.
You think
but
so?
That's to my uneducated American ears, right?
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, we need a British person here to explain to us how to truly do a British accent.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Jake. We've a guest from Ishgard who is to speak with you. A most, determined lady by all indications.
Oh, is this the lady who is helping Mr. Not Emo? I'm trying to remember her name. I want to say it started with an R. But that, yeah, he was like, if you ever need of anything, she's the one to talk to. She was really cool. I liked her armor a lot. She was, had really great armor.
Your guest is with the Antecedent in the Solar at present. Let us not keep the waiting any longer, shall we?
All right, we're coming, we're coming. That's a nice little saunter you've got there. Ah, oh, I was totally off. It's Lucia, not R at all. My memory is not the brightest. Unexpected tidings from the north, borne by the Lord Commander's second. What manner of the wind bloweth this day? Also, Moonbrida, I thought you were and Eorzea were hanging out at the Waking Sands location.
At this point, it'd be more unnerving if he spoke plainly.
That's just the way Eorzea is.
Good of you to join us. We have much to discuss. Tataru. This is no time for idle chatter.
I love the point. Hey, get to work. What are you doing? That's fantastic. Sometimes it's nice to hear people's opinions on things. All right, we're getting there.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you.
Yeah, we figured that out as much.
I believe the two of you have met.
Yes, and she has an amazing sword.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer.
If you say it Leveilleur, why don't you just spell it Leveilleur with a Y instead of two L's? Huh? 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 I know. I
The
know.
Lord Commander sent me hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
Great.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
I thought it's because Tataru
now
liked
that
us.
we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm.
Alarum?
Last night, the Dragon Star burned with an intensity not seen in 15 summers. Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
The red behemoth beckoneth. Or you could say, the reddeth behemoth beckoneth. And you just add eth to everything. It's not that fancy, alright? You're trying to be cool, but
The old
we're on
Celtic
to you.
rhyme, aye. The brightening of the Dragon Star is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgardsormr himself who cried out on this occasion.
He did seem to cry out
After an
when he
absence
destroyed
of
the ship.
centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald, only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet. Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
We gotta remember that name, Agrius.
Eorzea has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragon Star portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life.
We could go out and visit it,
Tataru,
hang out.
Have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Her faces are just so amazing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgardsormr had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
We did hear a roar. But that roar was a different roar. That roar was from Bahamut. But we took care of Bahamut. At least we think. And it's talking about the red star. But that can't be... Bahamut. Red moon. I don't know.
Roar is but a figure of speech.
Oh.
Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken. It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgardsormr.
So, how do they do they have telepathy or something?
Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you.
Emric.
Do you accept?
Yeah, I mean, we'll go check out the dragon. Maybe we can get us some scaly armor while we're out there.
You would not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
To prepare for what, pray tell?
Yeah, I was about to be like, prepare for what? There doesn't seem to be anything to prepare for. Unless the dragon is...
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Oh, I guess they're preparing for the dragons to attack. Okay. Have the dragons shown any uptick in activity? The Dravanians.
Forgive me if I state aught which you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. As Eorzea stated, what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is a wreckage of the Agrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, as the next step in his campaign to subjugate Eorzea, Gaius von Balsar attempted to seize control of Mordona. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Eorzea's aid that day. Midgarsormr, legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against the Garlean airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silver Tear Skies, a great worm fell countless airships before engaging the Agrius. In the ensuing struggle, the flagship's ceruleum engines failed and it tumbled into the lake below. Yet this victory came at great cost, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the great worm as well. This same explosion transformed Silver Tear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its waters and crystallizing aether for malms around. Well, the lake has water again now, so the water must have returned at some point. But yes, the crystallizing aether, we've seen that everywhere. Yet the remnant of the lake remains, and at its center a constant reminder of that fateful day long ago. In accordance with Sir Emric's wishes, our Doman allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Cool, we get to go there! That's pretty awesome. My friend, be careful. We know not what dangers await you within. Now then, let us not neglect our own tasks. There is much to be done and precious little time to do it. Okay. I'm excited about going and potentially scaling the Great Worm.
I hope you brought your inflatables for your arm.
Swim, 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 swim. I only do the donkey paddle. Before I depart, I must speak with the antecedent in private, if you would be so kind. Oh, well, what do you two got to talk about? Fine, fine. I'll leave you be. I'll leave you be. Dun, dun, dun. I believe between patches was about 3 months then, so they would spend some time together. Leave between patches. So they spend some time together. Oh, okay. Got it. I mean, I think it's good to spend... Oh, we gotta talk to... Oh, the Doman Watch. So there's not even any Domans in here to talk to? Ah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's one thing that we, going through it now, don't quite get to experience the doing a quest and then kind of sitting on it for a little bit before coming back. we're kind of jumping from quest to quest to quest to quest to quest, so. Oh, I did all caps. I was too slow. I wanted to use the beckon for you both. I was like, I'm gonna run past and then beckon to them, call them out here. But let's see, where is the Dome and Watch? Is it down here? It is. Okay, cool. Let's go. Sure blood. Through the gate. Aw, we did end up landing. So I guess let's take a moment here real quick, fly up super high, and see about this. They said that it drained the lake of a lot of its water and only a tiny remnant remains. And to be fair, all this kind of beachy area does look like the lake could have filled this whole area up. And kind of this here, where this rock is now, this could have been the edge of where the water once was. And this was kind of basically the shore, if you will, of the lake. And then all of this water got drained out, leaving only the tiny bit that remains down here. Feels like we could just fly out there to it, but a little bit too far right now, I guess. Domen Watch. Sounds like a really fancy name for a watch. Domen Watch. Your luck, sir. I was just about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the Garleans. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I cannot say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage. The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I wager they're desperate in need of some spare parts and other equipment. Oh, okay, so they're kind of scrapping it for parts and going back and forth. That's kind of cool. So it's true then. The Ishgardians honestly fear that the worm might rise again. Well, from here it seems rather unlikely. But, if it's assurance they want, you've no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Garleans who won't take kindly to your presence. They're sure to fire upon an airship, so I'd advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of the Agrius, and then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Look at that. The whole structure just looks incredible. The Keeper of the Lake is now accessible. Alright. Time for a boat. Oh, we'll wait for a Lalaki to end the cinematic. Oh, Scholar? Summoner! Ah, I should have thought of the horn! I should have seen the horn. Close enough, close enough.
The Summoner Dog?
Boom. Unicorn. Whoa! The Keeper of the Lake. Oh, wrong thing. Why can I not type right now? There we go. I'm gonna quickly eat some boiled eggs. Eat your eggs and prepare for battle. Through the water? Aw, this is amazing. I really hope we get to actually, like, climb the scales. Alright, yeah, crabs, focus on me. Oh, whoa, it's falling apart right now? Or does something knock that down? I don't know how much of this stuff we want to draw.
You can pull to your heart's content.
Yeah, but can we survive me pulling to my heart's content? That's an entirely different question. Alright, I gotta grab this guy now. Son of the Keeper. Cool. There are seriously tons of different creatures here. The lava's got it. Bogatur's Ring of Hanging. Whoa! Holnix. Cool looking guy. Is that cement? Oh, it's like sermon. Kind of like cement, but sermon. Holnix. Giant purple frog. Oh, we got flying creatures now? Climb up the pipes. Whoa, Einhander? These things are just crazy looking. Alright. Nice horns you got there, buddy. Wow, ow. Uh-oh, Cerulean tank. Am I supposed to attack that? Grab it? I'm not really sure. It got knocked over into the corner. Okay, so he flies up. He brought down a Gatling gun! What? No way! No way! Please tell me he just lets loose. We got even more tanks in the corner. This is bad news. Those things are gonna blow up, aren't they? Ow! Stop that. That's very rude of you. I don't know why you need a Gatling gun. Oh no, he pulled them close. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, okay, someone pushed him away. Thank you. Oh, he drew them all close again. How do we knock him away? I don't have any good AoE stuff. There's so many tanks over there. What is that? Oh, cool. There's it. Oh, he changed his gun. He swapped his gun out for this cannon. And just dropped a big... Oh, I bet that I could try my little spin blade AoE on it. So focus on single target damage. Oh, I think that worked. I think that worked really well, actually. Nice. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind for the future. Just do a little spinning blade action. Oh, wait, we go down here. Nice.
That boss gives me big Ridley vibes from Metroid.
I haven't seen enough Metroid to know that reference. Oh, we got that. Nice. Hello, Garleans. You are a problem. And we are the answer.
Bishop, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Bishop! Keeper of the Lake. Let's hope work stays quiet for the next hour and a half or so. I'll hope for it as well. A little bit of a break, a little bit of a stream. Magitech Terminal. Shut up, alarm. Oh, we gotta find the thing that's sending the alarm. It's way up there. Alright. Come here, all of you. Can we shut that thing off from over here? No, we can't. We're gonna have to break the field generator. Ow. There we go. Excuse me, sir. I would kindly ask that you not do that. Oh, the alarm is still going off. I forget what the little consoles look like to shut them down. Well, they definitely know that we're here now, that's for sure.
Ooh. I would say that the time for stealth is past, but it's still a stealth mission to kill all the pieces.
Right. If no one is alive to know that we exist. That we need the key for the terminal. Hey, come back here. Where are you going? If no one is alive to tell the tale, then no one will know that we ever existed. He's got such massive AoEs. Yeah, focus this way. Oh, did you not do it? Oh, you searched it. Okay, cool. There we go. Thank you. I forgot that you have to actually, like, pick up the key. You don't just get automatically from beating him. Ooh. Magitech gunship. Wait a minute, he can fly! This isn't fair! Alright. You and me, gunship. Let's do this. Of course, with everyone else too. I'm not solo here. What? Where are you running off? Oh, whoa! His flamethrower is consistent! It wasn't a one-shot! I'm such an idiot. I thought it was whoa, firebombing! That is exceedingly rude. Clearly this is why we need to be in our, oh no, they've dropped a bunch of guys now too. Do they get burned by the fire? Wow, wouldn't that be just handy dandy if they did? Alright, come over here, come over here. Y'all are being very problematic. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. What? Please come to the far corner of the ring and pay attention to me. You seem to be doing a very good job of ignoring me. And I don't appreciate it. Come back here. Stop with your little... Oh, what is this thing now? Enough. Enough. Oh, fireballing again. I was gonna say, this is where we need to be our dragoons, so we can just throw spears at this stuff. Alright, you got that thing. Now, can I just suck the soul out of this thing and call it quits? There we go. Come on, almost done. Your little arms. Your little fireballs. Firebombing is what I'm trying to say there. He goes on these firebombing runs and just covers the whole ground in crazy flame. Ooh, all sorts of fancy loot. I have no idea what any of this is. We'll check it out later. Oh, we get to climb the scales! I was hoping that we would. Whoa, you can see the gunship there. That's really neat. Oh, we don't want to fight Aethne. Oh, we gotta fight his brothers. Little dragonkin friends. Alright, all of y'all come over here. Leave the Lalafels alone. They do not make good snacks. I don't say this from experience, but, you know. Just take it on good faith. Oh, wait, is the gunship shooting at us? I think the gunship was shooting at us, and that's what some of those explosions were. That just blew the hole there, which is also kind of cool, because that's what opened up the next section. Yeah, you got the trap. Nice. Not the trap, but the treasure chest. So I was like, I don't know where we'd go from here. Loyal dragonfly. Alright. Dragons are so cool. I'm sorry, I have to kill you all. You're being problematic, alright? Please don't resurrect your dragon god deity. And the gunship is clearing the way for us. Thank you. Whoa. Either they're asleep or they're already dead. But we fought the dragons before. We fought like blue and yellow dragons before, but they look very dead.
Who treadeth now upon
What?
my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
No, go back to sleep. We're all good. Everything's fine here. No! Did we wake him up? Please don't tell me we're the reason that he woke up. Whoa, we're actually fighting him. Midgardsormr? Yeah, Midgardsormr, that's so cool. We're kind of like fighting a spiritual version of him. I wonder if, like with, whoa, some primal summoning, you can kind of give your life energy away. Oh, I knew there was going to be ads. And these guys came back to life. Come here. you can kind of absorb the energy, the life essence, the life aether, if you will, from things to summon primals, to defeat primals. And I'm wondering if this is one of those cases that the dragons kind of gave their own lives to try to spark life back into Midgarsormr. Oh, we got another one over here? Oh, man. We're gonna end up fighting more ads than we're fighting actual dragon deity. Oh, we got the protection shield. Okay, get out, apparently. Oh! Okay. We're almost taking down Mirage Dragon number 1. That's good. Oh, avoid the lasers. Alright, got one. Alright, come here. Back to you. Oh, wait, were we hurting Midgardsormr during the time that we were attacking the Mirage Dragon? Maybe. It might have been one of those that by hurting one, we were hurting the other. Ow. Lasers. Into the eye, place my spirit. Yeah, so it's like when we... Ooh, get out! Okay. We mostly escaped that. When he puts his spirit into it, we, whatever damage we do to it, we're doing to him. Sheet of ice. Oh my gosh, so many AoEs. Stop it. Come here.
Check the debuff on the dragon.
Vulnerability damage taken is reduced. Astro 2, sustaining wind damage over time. Wounds are bleeding. Circle of Scorn. I'm missing something. Oh, are you maybe talking about the big dragon? I think you're talking about the big dragon.
Yeah, the little blue dragon is tethered to the big one. He takes reduced damage until the
Oh, damage taken is reduced. Oh, okay. So you're saying that we should be attacking the big dragon?
Yeah, you need to bring him to the big dragon.
Oh.
We're getting clobbered right now.
Okay, sorry. How close is close enough? Come here, buddy. Okay, there we go. Now the debuff went away. Ow. Okay, into here. Hide in this small sliver. Okay, hide in this small sliver. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh. Okay. Woo. Ow. Alright, limit break time. I think they started the limit break, but it was a little bit too late to get the whole effect. Okay, so we beat kind of his spirit essence. Oof. I am sorry for not making that easier on any of you guys. I'm really, really sorry about that. But you know, I will improve over time. I promise. I promise. That is one thing that I still have not practiced yet. Is looking at the debuffs and keeping an eye on what the debuffs are. So. We just got some these new pants. Picaroon's Trousers of Striking. Oh! Okay. I like the red in them. That's kind of nice. I don't know if it's enough to change our current outfit, but I could see value in them. He's reviving the dead dragon. Oh, yeah, so the dragons were already dead, and he's bringing them back. So, hey, Komata, hello, hello. It's alive. The stream is live. That's the same big dragon in 1.0. Yes, yes.
Earned a moment's reprieve.
By her gifts, that's going to be Heidelin. Has thou earned a moment's reprieve? So we're resting, but is he saying that he's going to come back? He still plans on coming back? Yeah, look at the red eyes. Whoa.
Speak, mortal.
Oh.
And I shall listen.
Please go back to sleep for another 1,000 years. That would be wonderful. We have worry about the Ishgardians.
By a star.
Is he the star?
My people have heard the song.
Oh.
Ishgard shall burn.
That's not good.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
That's almost biblical.
Do not forget. We do not forgive.
You're a bitter bunch, aren't you?
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
It's so cool that we're getting to actually talk with him.
I rise to join in the chorus.
Is that a metaphorical rise or a physical?
To silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
The voice acting is amazing. Oh! What?
Trickery is thy shield.
What just happened?
Frail, noble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
Is that Heidelin's production? Yeah.
Heidelin, I remember, and I consent.
To not killing the Chosen? Yeah, he made a deal with Heidelin.
Shall not harm thee.
Okay, that's interesting. So he made like a pact with Heidelin that he would not... What? Hold on, what? He just said he wouldn't harm us, and then he shoots us through the chest. Sends us to the Aether Realm. Yeah, look at us. This is all of the 6 crystals. The ones that we collected over all of ARR. We're back. Do we get the glowy sword? Oh. That doesn't seem very good. That seems incredibly problematic. Is something absorbing their power? Yeah, the whole thing is like shattered. It's like a seal. I think this is like Heidelin's protective seal.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
See, he said that he wouldn't harm us, but that doesn't mean that he wouldn't harm our protection from Heidelin? I am confused, but
Mistaken.
yeah, see?
Thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
So he didn't harm physically us, but he still definitely affected it.
But strip
Yep.
thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
We didn't ask for that. Oh, it's a cute little dragon, though.
The covenant binds me to thee. I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Wait.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will.
I think we just got a pet, but a piece of an epic dragon.
Hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
Drinking from the, like, aether.
When it hath grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice.
So he's definitely saying there's gonna come a time where he's gonna come back. Can we sever his link with the aether or something?
Song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
Why you gotta be so apocalyptic? We have a dragon pet, which is amazing, but it didn't exactly come at the expense that we were expecting. Especially not losing Heidel's blessing and protection over us. This is... I have such mixed feelings! Dragons are so epic and awesome, but at the same time, this is literally apocalyptic and not very good. You may summon Midgarsormr by selecting the corresponding entry within your minion guide. So it's like a minion. Look at all the little little Midgarsormr dragons. They're so cute. They're so cute. Okay, let's minion guide. We kept talking over and over about how we wanted to have our own dragon. Well, I didn't mean to dismiss. Come back! Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it's difficult to believe the Yalm-Long pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. He's so cute! He's so cute! Look, he's riding on your head! Oh my gosh, that's the most adorable thing ever! That is fantastic! Okay, hang on. So if we beckon... Ah! Will he come sit on our shoulder or something? Or is it only for Lalafell? It looks like it's only for Lalafell.
He will sit on your shoulder, but I mean, he's the king of dragons. You can't make him do stuff.
I can't
by
control
beckoning.
him? Aww.
He just does it on his own.
No! I will befriend him and make him mine. Look, okay? Look, we even have the power of the dragon in us. See? Look. Oh, we don't have any pants on. This is shameful. Okay, now I understand why you wouldn't want to talk to us. What happened to our pants? I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I don't know. That's the Guardian's breaches of Vaping. And then they gave us the upgraded gloves. Yeah, I have no idea why our pants disappeared. I'm ashamed. I have no... This is one of the... He ain't never coming back from that. I don't know where it happened, but that's where you pause it and you'd be like, the Dragoon outfit. Hang on, I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Oh wait, I see him on Malachi's head too.
Isn't it adorable?
Yeah.
Yes,
let me
he
get
is.
a screenshot. Maliki, come next to me.
Maliki, come over. Isn't that adorable? And of course, mine is just flying off in the background. Like, look, I don't even care. You just do whatever you want, you pantsless fool. No one cares.
All right. Well, congratulations on a dragon pet.
I have a dragon pet. Our first dragon ever. We have our dragon mount. We have our dragon pet. We have our dragon armor. We're dragoned out. We're a dragon. High and mighty. He doesn't obey anything. Well, he'll obey me one day. I was beginning to fear the worst. With those explosions I saw, yeah, we a little cooked. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alfino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Okay, to the Rising Stones we go then. Dragon, dragon, dragon.
All the times that you would comment when you would see people with Midgardsormr on their shoulder, and you'd be like, "Oh, they have a dragon pet. That's so cool."
I want a dragon pet.
Like the name was right there. It's like that meme where like the shifty eyes looking to the side, like
Oh yeah.
They had mentioned Midgardsormr multiple times in the
I
MSQ,
never
and
put
like,
the two together.
I was like, oh no, is he gonna notice?
No, I did not at all. Well, it's also one of those things that some of the pets, like even with the not Bahamut, but you can summon. You know, obviously there's the summoning of Bahamut as a summon thing that you can control, and then you can name or rename certain creatures, and like Sureblood, your Chocobo you can name or whatever. So a part of me was just like, look, if it's your pet, then it's got its own name. But I hadn't actually connected that it would be connected to something bigger. Something much bigger. All right, so we are now blessed / cursed with a dragon overlord. And it's going to follow us all around and spy on everything that we do. Have you spoken with Commander Levieur yet? He has been pacing again. Levieur. No else, just Levieur. I guess he's in here with Minfilia. Pacing around. If you want me to sit on your shoulder, maybe don't wear armor made out of dragon scales. I mean, is this armor made from dragon scales or just looks like dragon scales? Because it's so shiny and chrome. Oh, but I guess it's probably plated. Like you can see up here, almost looks like bone at the top. So it could be dragon bone that's then been plated with metal or something. But whatever, we look draconic and that's good enough for me. Praise the 12, you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emeric's request. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it? Then I would hear your report. Pulls out dragon pet. Please tell me it shows up in the cinematic. Please tell me. Oh, I don't see it. There's still hope. You converse with Midgardsormr. I swear, if it were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it as considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish, but has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Seems like... Sorry, I hit the microphone. I apologize for any headphones users if that was a boom there. It seems like everything is just laying dormant for all of this time. I mean, Bahamut lay dormant, and the primals lay dormant until they're resummoned. Everybody's just taking a nap and then coming back. Less the resurrection and more a rejuvenation, for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. One of his children. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sarah and Merrick immediately. However, we do not dare divulge a conversation with Midgarsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. That's understandable. They do hate the Draconians. Dravonians. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Merrick's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray, remain here for now, with your mismatched gauntlets. Because we totally did not change over. It was just, we went with the default gloves they gave us.
Is there something you are not telling us, Jake?
Yeah, we have to have a private conversation.
You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important.
Yeah, we lost Heidelin's protection.
12 for Fend. Midgarsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I feel okay.
I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgarsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althic and Nemea. Althic? I think it's Althic. Althic and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgarsormr ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself?
Definitely seems that way. That he made a commitment that he would not, hurt those who she protected.
Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly.
So many secrets being heading around. So many secrets. Yeah, there he is, popping up. Yeah, he shows up wherever. Art thou a pawn, or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Well, we crafted some gear, and we're level 50 in all of our Disciple of the Land, and we like looking at cool outfits. We definitely have picked our own outfits by hand, so we may be told what to do by everyone else, but for ourselves, we do get to decide some things.
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the tale.
Just his spirit. Well, how are you going to explain it?
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
Two in Eorzea or any other. Okay, well, we know of one. What's the other great worm? I think the other great worm is the one that the Dragoon storyline talks about, where we have the eye. I forget the name of that dragon that the eye was taken from, but I think that's the second dragon that Lucia's talking about.
Coming.
You know that for sure.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
I don't think anyone is privy to their exact nature.
Will they be enough to
Sorry, my
repel
nose is bothering me
massive
so much. I
force?
don't mean to be rubbing it, but I have a
Ishgard
tickle.
has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now
The
that you
pride.
have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
I wouldn't mind meeting again soon.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Usually it's when you're at your most, pride cometh before a fall. When you believe you're most protected is when you are also the most susceptible. Okay, let's fix this real quick. We'll cast Glamour, and we'll toss on the Worm Gauntlets, just because having that be the only thing that mismatching is a little bit weird. And we're also not fighting, so we'll take off the, we'll hide the headgear. Oh, we should update the gear set for now. And then when we go to fight stuff, hopefully if we remember, we'll put the headgear back on.
The Ishgardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgarsormr, I always want to put an S there for like Midgar, I don't know. Midgarsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. Time to get some binoculars out, and we can observe very, very closely. Press X to doubt. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrida has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Alright. Over here to Moonbrida. So what I think I'm going to do is, when we're dealing with the Ascians, we'll stick with our... not that. We'll go with our Paladin gear, and then when we're going with the Ishgardians, we'll switch over to Dragoons. Since they're all Dragoons, they love them spears. We'll stick with our stabbies when working with their storyline. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful. Because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head to the Solar, shall we? Sure. Alright. Come on, everyone. We gotta go have a full-on meeting for the Scions. Tataru, you coming? As the receptionist of the Rising Stones, 'tis my job to receive all manner of guests with due courtesy. I have had to memorize the political positions and military ranks of half a dozen different nations. That is deeply impressive. I can't even remember half of the people's names, alright? You have a skill set far different than mine own. Does anyone else struggle with names half the time? I'm trying really hard to, like, invest in my own skill set in learning how to better memorize people's names quickly and efficiently. Summon everyone to the Solar to see that Moonbrida has something exciting to share with us. Okay, so just basic text. We don't often get to talk with her outside of cutscenes because we immediately go into quest stuff like this. So it's kind of interesting every now and then to kind of see what her additional commentary is. I can't remember people's faces.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean,
That's fair.
I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon.
I feel like everyone needs to constantly have their name just on a badge that they wear all the time with them, so that way you can just be like, ah, yes, Steven, good to see you again.
Would it be nice if their name always floated above their head?
You know, that would be great with a little title underneath it that kind of denoted what it is that they do or what group or company they're a part of, so that way you know where it is that you're supposed to know them from. So you meet them in the grocery store, you're like, do I know you from church? Do I know you from high school? Do I know you from this job? Or do I know you from somewhere else? I know you, but I don't know where I know you from. Were you a friend of a friend of a friend that you showed me your face on Facebook that one time? So, yeah, clearly everyone should just, you know, we need to invest in VR technology that you can wear all the time that has people's names above their heads. Great.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
I bet people have gotten that tattoo on their neck. I would not be surprised if people IRL have gotten that tattoo.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know.
Please do. It's been a minute.
An Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white Eorzea has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
But not enough to destroy it. That's why we need the
small matter
fancy
of
sword.
Their extermination.
Thancred.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether.
Yida with the confidence.
Why didn't we think of this before? White Eorzea can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
But only for a brief period of time.
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white Eorzea cannot store ether for long periods?
Lore dumps are great. The review's not bad, especially for people that didn't do this back to back.
Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Papa Limo being sassy.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
Okay, this is dangerous, so my mind is going places. So talking about needing a ton of etheric power, and that crystals are a terrible form because you need a whole lot of them. However, what has an enormous amount of ethereal power or whatever in extremely concentrated form because all of the crystals that are used to summon them? What if they used a primal as the source for basically as the pool of ethereal power, and that primal was then what they basically pulled all the power from to dump into either the blade or into the crystal? I don't know. I'm thinking off the cuff here, but I'm going that, you know, when it's talking about huge quantities of crystals, most of the time we hear huge quantities of crystals, it has to do with summoning primals, which also goes back to summoning our own crystal primal, so that way we can craft indefinitely for free.
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
Well, portability, unless you use your own self to summon the primal, then you are the portability, just like we saw with the Ice Queen, who summoned Shiva as herself. I mean, literally became all of the ethereal power in condensed form, and so you're your own portability. It's
and the only viable source is the land.
Oh. The land itself.
If you
well, that's not very
tap
portable.
the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land?
Those aren't very portable.
I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
Get the hammers out.
Crystals are indeed abundant. There is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Okay, so how are you tapping into the power from wireless aether tapping?
I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
Okay.
If you think it's worth your while, you have my blessing.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever would have come up with that, because the idea of tapping into the corrupted aetherite from a distance, I don't think would have ever crossed my mind. So, you don't want to be tempered? Don't worry, you're one of the chosen ones.
What are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
Yeah, Sideswiper, we'll just convince all of the Eorzean alliances to give their crystals to the Beastmen and convince the Beastmen to summon the primal, but using their bodies, so we can then transport their body with the primal to wherever it is that we're going as like a best buddy along for the ride to go fight some Ascians. You know, it's a foolproof plan. I've got I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I thought you might say that.
Oh.
But no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out.
Okay.
The thing is,
it's like a trident.
The profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Let's go to Thanalan. Much better.
Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Or maybe in the blue fog?
May I suggest northern Thanalan?
Thanalan!
There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance
There, it's all a
apart.
desert.
Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum.
Hey, Pidge is here! Late good evening. Do not worry, we started late ourselves, super late. Work held us, so you're at a good time. We're just getting into the meat of things.
During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength.
I would assume a nuclear explosion would do
Not long after our
that.
forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men.
So we did get it right with the blue
fog. Though I have
fog.
dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
I mean,
Well
is that
then,
wrong?
Consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go.
Inveigled.
Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Ascians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
He does care about her. Aww.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alfino. We could hardly refuse you.
That
Pray,
little hint
join
in
the
her
Crystal
voice.
Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you.
Great voice actress.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime, I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
Elimination time.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white Orsite.
You're so boring, Eorzea.
Thank you, Eorzea. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
There's all this great action, big experiments happening on crystals, and I'm going to sit there and tinker with Orsite. She's just gonna tell us to go. Okay, I guess our horse is this. Cool. Just checking, like we do. Speak with Alflinord. We are his manservant, after all.
'Twould seem that events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask that you head straight away to the processing plant. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilberd at the headquarters in Ul'dah. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines.
He is just kind of sending us all over the place. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. You could defend Eorzea. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. And he is cool. He is cool. But at the same time, he also is just like, you know, we've seen like Y'shtola teleporting around and throwing up the huge shield, which is one of the most epic moments of ARR, and I have the best screenshot of it possible. It's so great. She's like, wow, protect for everyone. And we've seen just a lot of people at work doing different things, and then Eorzea is just like, I shall speak to you poetry from a long time ago that has so many different things and different words that you've never heard about. And it's fun. Just such great mix of personalities. Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? We beat both of you in battle last time.
We too must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Flamine travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort.
Oh, be careful.
At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, as you see, and it is my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Ah, how extraordinary my little Asilia is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side, not only as a mother, but also as a colleague.
That's so precious. A colleague with influential connections. But I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Ha! I am the boulder.
I shall be well protected, it seems.
Shall we be on our way, then? I mean, I beat you both single-handedly, so I hope that you've been training a lot in the meantime. Go well, and please stay safe. To be fair, the last time that we saw, or that we had, like, Tragedy Strike was inside the Waking Sands. So, even, you know, I was about to be like, well, you know, we can, as long as people are here, they can be safe, but that's not actually true. Everyone has left Higiri and Tataru. We do seem to be running low on provisions. I believe an excursion to the marketplace is in order. Oh, you're leaving too! Everyone's leaving, be careful! For a small organization, we certainly chew through a lot of prestigious amount of foodstuffs. Perhaps I should put a lock on the larder door. That reminds me, we should eat an egg or two. Egg it up! Though I'm about to run out of eggs, that's not very good. We're gonna have to go to the marketplace ourselves then. buy up some more eggs. We actually have a bunch of other foodstuffs in our inventory I need to eat through too, so. You'll find out in due course. You'll find out in due course. I'm sure there's a lot that we have to learn about. I'm just glad that we also figured out that we were going to Northern Thanalan. I was like, out of all the places where we've seen corrupted aether, a giant desert. I was actually thinking more southern Thanalan, but a giant desert seemed to be a pretty good place to throw your experimentations around. Edelweiss, Edelweiss. Commander Levieux sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since the disaster with the Eorzea. You better have. But returning to the task at hand, the Flames reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Robon's Push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray, speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. It's similar to the last time that we were here, encouraging the soldiers by just being around, especially those that were scared to join in Robon's push, which was a really heart-wrenching moment because you're like encouraging people to go forth and fight and very likely die too. And it was a really crazy thing. You're like, oh, we need to encourage the soldiers, but at the same time, you kind of feel bad for them too. Lieutenant Kelton. Ah, it's so cool when they do that. My soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen you see have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. I had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears are confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design no less. By my order, the Flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial army. I would once again ask for your aid. Alright. So we got explosive bombs all around. And we have to deal with soldiers marching in. We've been keeping a close eye on the Garlean garrison, and it would seem the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to efficiently take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field to meet this assault head-on. Ooh, that's risky. Especially if it's a small force, you could easily get wrapped around by more forces coming out, and then, you know, you're surrounded. I have appraised your fellow sides of the situation, and am heartened to know that they would be joining the effort. Pray report to Lieutenant Elaine and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Alright. Proper flame salute. It'd be really cool if they actually, when you did a flame salute near them, they flame saluted you back. But that's okay. We don't need to receive a salute back. We're here to help. You could jump way too high for a lot of help. Oh, look at everyone! Now that is an impressive piece of steel. Oh, Moonbrita has a giant axe. You're a marauder, huh? Isn't it a beauty? A lady merchant Revenant's Toll simply gave it to me. Said she was investing in the future or some such. Wow, lucky. No one just gives us a weapon. Except for all the stuff that we've looted from raids. You have ever seen Moonswinger axe? Swipe, slice, cleave! There's really no stopping her. Be it a squad of soldiers or some Magitech monstrosity, I shall allow no foe to harm the lovely Moonbrita. Oh, he's just a lady, smooth talker all around. Considering the weapon she wields, I don't believe the lady is in need of additional protection. She's got that one handled just fine. Right then, time to see if all this training has paid off. Rauger, guide my blade. Can we talk to, try to see the name. Yeah. Kenyite. Kenyite? We're talking to everyone else, so let's converse with Nyite. If the K is silent, then it'd be like Nyite. Nyite? It's like night, but Nyite.
Glad to have you with us, Jake. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum.
Their main column assembles to the north near Dalmund's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with their main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Ilberd, with his awesome-looking sword. Greetings, Scions. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack. That leaves Ul'dah fairly empty, really. The reinforcements are welcome.
We've enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and engage safely with the enemy far behind the walls.
Aye, 'twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let's take this fight to the Garleans.
A wise course, indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire.
Oh, that's why they were trying to get the explosives in here. Blow the whole plant up, maybe?
If there be no objections, the Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
And then we go head off the small column to the side.
You are with the Third.
Ilbert, you're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. Yeah, I assumed as much. When you're ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyo Hase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now.
Good luck, everyone. Please stay safe.
Everyone heads off. Is there a worried emote? Overcome with worry. I think it was just our face, yeah. Storm salute. Flame salute. Alright. Let's do this. Up through the gate we go. Oh, this is the... No, that's the wrong entrance. That's the other entrance. The other entrance. Oh, wait. Okay, I have to check real quick. Is this... Oh, that's just a fate that's going on. Okay, I thought that maybe you could actually see the battle taking place. That'd be really cool. But we'd be too tempted to join in.
A pleasure to be fighting at your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin.
It's all about the money.
Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground to make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you to your own areas to scour clean the enemy soldiers. This will be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion.
Alright, well, we're on our own then. Let's pray no Asians show up and cause us grief. Off to hunt through the rocks. In the middle of the night? Of course they would attack in the middle of the night. Oh, what? Already engaged in battle? Did you already take them all out already? I think you did. You cleared it before we even got here. Lalaki's just too strong. We are our own squad. Can we sneak around from behind? Ha ha! take the earth sprites out as well. Oh, thank you, Karanos, for how the assist. Defeat the next Imperial Squad. Oh, we got both. Alright. If we get attacked by them, we'll take them out, but I think for now we'll let them be. They don't seem to be starting their assault just yet, so... Where's the main forces that are supposed to be attacking, huh? Huh? You seem grim, Cyan. I'll take it that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I'd be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech whores. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the 4th and let Lieutenant Elaine know that the west is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Alright. So we cleared out the little groups. Alright, I'll ride my Drake.
All in the day's work.
Yeah, just 2 small groups, not too hard. But if you don't know that, you know, there are super experienced warriors of light about to go crashing around, you know, it would make sense that you might think that you can go in, steal a little bit, and get back. Lieutenant Kelton, what news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more, then? Excellent. The Amajana engineers will be most relieved to hear that the planet is no longer in immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. What happened to the main hunting party? I guess the main hunting party went, or the main fighting party was fine? You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Elaine has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe, it appears she has chosen to remain at the site of battle. I know not what keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Oh, she's doing her aetherite tests. That's no problem at all. Let's go check in on how her aetherite experimentations are going. Oh, she's south. Yeah, right here by the Aetherite Plaza. Uh-oh, we're getting attacked. Good night, Akagor. Oh no, Sideswiper was sleeping. Good night.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
That's one of those Thanalan little dragons with the really long necks. The Peists.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Wow, that had to be painful.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
I wonder who she could be talking about.
Aye, that ought to do it.
Fancy. Super fancy.
So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade.
Also, if it fell into the wrong hands, it could probably make for a pretty crazy weapon.
I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Don't worry, we got our own already. Appreciate it, though. If you want a fancy blade, that's fine, too.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Oh, who's this? It's not Eldibus. He's not wearing the white robes.
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Garlean. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
Nabrialis.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
It's very...
Your instincts serve you well. But come,
like a true villain.
Be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath.
Like, it's not often that you get a villain who's just like, hi there, my name's Villain. I'm a villain now, and everything's great. You know, it's always like either deep and scary, or like, your lovely brow was not made for frowns.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light.
Give me the pronunciation immediately.
I am Nabrialis.
Nabrialis.
And you have long been a thorn in my side.
Can we jab a little deeper?
I suffered the overweening presence of Lahabrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Whoa, with one finger?
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense.
I mean, you may or may not have, but that was still a little over the top.
What's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
That's not exactly what happened.
Light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff.
The staff? Wait a minute. The staff?
With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
Is this the staff that I'm thinking he's talking about?
What did that bastard want with us?
I think we need to head back to the Rising Stones immediately.
Nabrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But
Nabrialis.
You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
Yeah, it's got its own name.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Tupsimati.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
That's what I was saying. What are we standing around here for? It's panic time! Let's go! We gotta go back to Mordona right now! There is literally no time to waste. I'm not even gonna chat with Moonbride. She can make it on her own. We're going right now! And we just emptied out the entirety of the Rising Stones. I mean, literally, we were talking to everyone. People are going shopping. Minfilia was basically the only person left behind. This is like the second time the Minfilia has been alone at one of these residences. You're here.
How did you get here faster than you do? We were there at the last place. Master Louis' staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly now. Oh, yeah. Don't tell me that it's actually gone. No! Oh, she's got it. She's holding it. Okay. Sideburns.
You were able to divine my intent.
Yeah, he kind of told it to us and spilled it.
Of light. Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull and quite incapable of barring my entry.
My sword might be enough, though.
What do you mean?
His entry?
You truly do not know. Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten.
Wait, is he going to enter us and try to take over us? No, the dragon's gonna stop him.
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and Lahabrea.
Elidibus, I always say that wrong.
Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
Our
But I
domain?
need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
Yeah, can someone stab him?
You will not harm her!
Though, to be fair, the last time she did this, it didn't work out very well. Oh!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget.
This is why shields are important.
My words fall upon deaf ears.
Now, when Elidibus used the same thing on Menphilia, it hurt her, but it definitely didn't kill her, but she sees it a lot worse for wear.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
I guess it's still got power in it.
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The
Wait.
staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Is that what Master
How
Louis
else do you
Soir
think
was
Louis
using?
Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
What?
Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot
it's
allow
broken.
the staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
That's dangerous words to say to a guy who's pretty happy to kill.
I would happily end your miserable life here and now.
Okay.
Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
No! Jake, do something! Stop him! What are you doing? He just stood there like a total... Oh, we're useless! We're useless! Absolutely useless! We just stood there the whole time! We didn't do anything! Do something! Leap in there! I don't care! Oh my goodness.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
We've been to the realm of darkness before. We'll do it again. Dive in headlong. The Chrysalis. What a great name.
Forget about me. Go. Please, please be careful. All right. We're eating an egg for good luck.
Would you like to do this job as DPS?
No. Not when dealing with Ascians. I want to do it with just us. Are we still a party? We are still a party. But can we go together even though we're kind of in separate areas?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay. Okay.
It's either. I was just double checking.
Yeah. I will fail as poorly as I can. Because I'm not saying I'm going to do a good job, but
with style.
With style. Well, all right, if you're failing but you're doing it really poorly, then that means you're slightly succeeding, but just not as bad. So it's like the task failed successfully. Oh, it's panic. There we go. Oh, looking around. Let's go.
Ready to save Minfilia?
Oh yeah. I mean, because we didn't do anything while we were putzing around. Oh no. Oh, please don't make me main tank. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm very, very happy, Lalaki, if you want to take main tank and I will off tank duty. I'm more than happy for that. If for the experience we need to main tank, I'll do that too, but we saw the statue. I was actually literally just talking with my wife the other day about that statue in the background. I was like, what is that monstrosity? I was looking through old screenshots of this area. Ah, get your creepy hand off her, you weirdo. Captain Sideburns. We'll knock that sign right off your face. Okay. Nabrialis. Alright, so let's start by turning him around. So again, he's focusing on this direction rather than the direction of all the DPS. And then additionally, I think we're off tanking, but I'll put some protection on anyway. Okay. We want to watch for ads. Magic vulnerability up. I think we have to absorb some of these. Ow. Yeah, so you want to be separated from each other. Woo! Put those on. Jeez. Okay, that didn't do any damage to me, which is good. No! We lost Lobava! We lost one. Where's our other healer? Get her back! There we go. The res is coming through. Alright, do you want to be on the inside or on the outside? Okay, we survived that. Alright, it's gone again. Oh, we lost KFC! Lavava, what are you doing so close? Are you sure you want to be up here? Alright, gone again. Waiting for more of those orbs, as painful as they are. Gone again. Oh, immediately gone. Get back here. What a coward, constantly running away and Hadouken! Hadouken! Uh-oh, here's the orb time. Alright, Lavava, be careful. Picking up those. Not the rocks? Alright, got that one. Ooh. Ow. So I think there's probably some mechanic about when you hit one type, only hit that same type. Don't go running around hitting a bunch of other types too. Because some of them give you magic vulnerability up higher, and some of them make it, you know, physical damage up and all those sorts of things. So you want to stick with one, and that way you're kind of maximizing one particular invulnerability, but you're not hitting the other ones. But the challenge is to weave in and out of all the different orbs, only hitting the type that you selected at the very beginning. That's my best guess. Whoa, hey, that was like a fancy version of Circle of Scorn. It was like a fancy purple version of that. Now Brius and all of his teleportings. Black Mage hate him. Whoa, we're getting drawn in. No! Run! Run! Ah! Oh, we were the second to last. We were so close. If we were a Dragoon, we could have hopped backwards and escaped for a little bit longer. Likely would have just punched the wrong key and gotten pulled in anyway. Whoa! Alright, summoning meteorites down. Ethereal Tear. Alright, why are they standing inside of it? It's taking damage. Okay. Wait, was I not supposed to hit that? I don't know what I was doing. Oh, we got back through! Okay, so destroying that Ethereal Tear took us back to fighting him here. Nice. We did lose one, though. Vesta. What a great name. Alright, any ads? No ads at the moment. Nice. Secret Asian man! We have defeated him. Oh, and released Minfilia. Would have been very tropish if we had just caught her. Hey! Nicely done, everyone.
Well, it would have worked for you, but I'm a Lalafell. I would have just been squished.
See, that would be a great comic. It's like, I'll save you, Minfilia. Squish. Like, you remember, it's one of the funniest moments in a very dumb movie, but, oh my gosh. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie, where the little crab runs up to the door, and then the door just crushes the crab. That's exactly what I saw when it came to saving Minfilia. Aw, my thanks. Minfilia, anytime. Anytime. We are here to rescue you, no matter what. La! So shiny. Let's leave. We just leave her behind. We're like, yeah, we actually showed up to kick the butt of the Asian and then head out ourselves. You know, you can come if you want, but you're secondary. Moonbreed, are you okay?
You're safe. Thank the 12.
No one is here to give you medicine? Oh, there he is. Captain Sideburns. But of course, they're never dead. They always get sucked back and then reappear. Whoa, whoa. Oh, is this him? Returned? Yeah, Captain Sideburns, reborn.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Ah, we'll do it again. There's 2 of his bodies right now.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, Scions.
Blah, 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 blah. You think you're so intimidating. Throw it! Stab him! Stab him with it! Do it!
There will be no next time. This is the end.
We don't have the crystal sword, but we'll figure it out. Nice. As Anakin would say, it's working! It's working! Oh, don't let it get sucked into the void.
What trickery is this? No. Cannot.
Alright, we need the sword. Moonbrita, where's your little staff?
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly,
Oh.
before he
Yeah,
breaks
the
free.
staff. We could use the staff itself, but we gotta put the little pieces together. It almost does look like a little hilt.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
We did it in the presence of Heidelin herself. Oh, that's so cool. But he's protected. What is this?
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
I thought she would still have the blessing of light too.
So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Use your staff too. Double staff it up.
Fools. No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Whoa! No, don't back down! Don't back down!
Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light.
Oh, we've called on Heidelin so much.
Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
She's too taxed.
If only we had a bit more ether.
You've got it in your hand. No?
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now.
No.
The choice you made.
No, she can't.
There is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
No, we can't let her do this. Somebody stop her!
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
What?
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
No!
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
What?
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
I don't think that was worth it.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Even killing the Ascian, I still don't think it was worth losing Moonbreeda.
Minfilia, are you all right?
No. Not at all.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
No.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Dang.
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
That's still not right, though.
Does Eorzea know?
Well, he does now.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady.
Yeah, I figured
the
something
moon
like that.
sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
There was so much more, though. Her brain
Long
was just
ago,
huge.
Far across the seas in the Garlean motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louisoix.
So it was Louisoix that actually convinced her to come to Eorzea.
Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history.
Despite him having saved millions.
When he left Garlean behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her.
And you never would have known that just by having, you know, met her and her talking and her kind of uplifting personality.
For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
Well, he saw duty as being to the world, not just to his single country.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer.
Ow. That had to have been hard. I don't know if I could do that. even if it's somebody's wish that they discover the truth
deny my
themselves.
friend the comfort she craved.
Yeah.
And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
No, she figured out why Louis Swat did
Speakest
that.
thou in earnest?
Yeah.
Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louis Soir's will before the end?
It definitely seemed that way.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians.
I was looking forward to more adventures with her. She was really
Her
cool.
sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Permission granted.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Okay, can we? What if we go back in time? Then Moonbreeder will still be here, and none of this will have happened. And dang it! Dang it! This is another one of those like. You hear in stories and things like you know, characters with plot armor where you're just like, oh, they're too important of a character, they're too a main character to lose or whatever. And clearly in some regard we have plot armor, but for something like that, like they're, especially when it's her own choice and that there really wasn't much that we could do. There wasn't like we could step in and take her place. It wasn't like we could push her aside and do it anyway. And if anything, there is a little bit to be said for people being able to choose their own destiny. But I definitely, I agree with pretty much everyone in the chat, was that it wasn't worth it even to take out one Ascian. Like, there was a tiny moment in my brain when it started to kind of process the fact that she was gone. I was like, are we gonna lose a friend for every Ascian that exists? What? Like, no, we can't do this. There has to be another way. And I'm a big proponent of there's always another way. But I don't like it. I don't like it. She was counting on the theory that a soul's aether burns brightest at the moment of its passing, a scholar until the very end. Oh, Moon, I miss you so much already. We all do. And I didn't know her hardly as well as everyone else here did. Our list of grievances against the Ascians was already overlong. Must they continue to add to it? Would we have arrived a few moments sooner? Just a few moments. I don't know if they would have been able to add enough ether into it to make the sword, but gonna need some vacation time after this, I think. Put in our 2 weeks. Not to quit, but... Never have I seen Eorzea so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Garlean Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life and mourn her passing. Garlean. Direct hit, crit hit, determination. We'll do a direct hit. Why not? As Moonbreeder was a native of Garlean, I feel it only fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone?
'Tis a monument found at Rothfrost, and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. I don't think we found this one. We found a couple of the stones, but I don't think we found this one. There we shall pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Show your respects at the Mark of the Scholar. Oh, it's in Mordona. Okay, I want to fly there. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely don't think we've been there if it's in Mordona, especially if it's to the west. That's where I'm thinking it is. The whole place is empty. Man, we can't leave Minfilia alone at all. Terrible things happen every time Minfilia is left alone. 24/7 guard, all the time. Minfilia, you're not allowed to go anywhere. Not saying, you know, Tangled, lock her up in a tower somewhere, but definitely trouble happens. No, actually, Aithne. Aww. Yeah, hug. It's so sad. Namungrida. This is a Shoreblood thing, though. Come on, Shoreblood. Let's triple check that we're actually going the right way. Yeah. She had a really light-hearted personality that was a lot of fun. That you get that with Ida, but with Ida, it is a bit more like she doesn't always think her way through things. She's super cheerful, but doesn't always carry the same thoughtful responses. But she's the one who theorized and, in a way, invented being able to actually form the blade at all, which is a huge, huge deal. Leech King, so gross. Yeah, we've never been through this area before. This is really cool. Very pretty. I wonder if it would be more time appropriate to come in the middle of the day, or come like in the early morning. Someone fishing here. Excuse me, Mayo, but we're trying to have a moment. It's a cool outfit you got, though. Nice headdress thing. Oh, the scholar. Looks like a scroll. That it? We even got a thank you when it came to Evie, I think her name was? No, not Evie. Ida. Let me put her soul to rest. But I guess that's why we were still connected to Hydaelyn, so we might have been able to hear things like that easier.
Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Oh, that was the other cool thing. Was that
Life for death, a fair exchange.
I thought it cool that she had super gray eyes like we do.
Other bargains will be struck.
Other life or death bargains? Can we change the parameters of the bargains? Oh, yeah, that's prey. I wanted, Oh, yeah, it is prey. There's like 3 different ways to do that. Alright, group hug. Dalaki, let's hug Lavava, and let's all have a group hug together. Group hug for the loss of a good friend. Aww. That's the type of group hug that we need. Lalaki hugs the air. I'll hug anyone. Just a big old hug to the air. This is a beautiful spot, though. Look at this crystal tree. We've seen the crystal take lots of different forms, and usually it looks like a crystal, but this is one of the first times that you actually have a tree, like, spouting leaves that's crystalline, too. I don't think I noticed that before. That's really wild. And very pretty, too. Through the crystal fangs. Oh, couldn't quite get through there. Can we sneak over here? Ah, we can. They gave us just enough height to get over that. Sure, Blood, you guys stay out here. Smart mom. I mean, that basically was it. Was that she had the brains, and with the axe, clearly she had the brawn too. The rising stones feel somehow colder. Moonbreeder always carried with her such an abundance of warmth and cheer. Cheer was a big one. She had definitely cheered. And Thancred said he was going to protect her too. We must find some means of protecting ourselves from the Asian intrusions. There must be a way. Oh, he's already off thinking about protecting Minfilia and everyone from coming in. I loathe to see Ida in such pain, but I have not the words to comfort her. Can you imagine it? I, Papalimo, the one who has an eloquent comment for every situation, am at a loss for words. Ida. I don't feel much like talking at the moment. If you could just give me some time. Sometimes it's not about the words. Sometimes you just need to give them a hug and be with them. Be near them. Tataru isn't here. Hopefully she's getting some much needed rest. Maybe through this mystery door. These doors that we never get to open. I was watching back Holo's amazing highlights, and that was one of the first things I did. Was I was like, another door we can't get through. No. Always held back by the mystery doors. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but a little.
Forgive me. As antecedent, 'tis my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we now feel is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Jake? Grief and sadness are definitely okay feelings to have, and things that help us cope when it comes to loss. So I think that it is too easy for people to be like, oh, just get over it, you know. And each person's needs to take time to grieve in their own way. 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my chest. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have already taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Moonbreeder, Noraxia! Don't forget Noraxia! I will make sure that no one forgets Noraxia. Our fellows at the Waking Sands. I guess Noraxia is included in all of those awesome people. We talked to so many of them. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise and fight once more. I hardly need to remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words. A reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again, Jake. There is no other whom I could display such weakness. I mean, your mother. She would give you a big hug. You are my person. Oh no, we're gonna let you down so many times. Don't do that. And I fear we shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. I let down my dungeoning parties way too often for you to put all of your strength in us. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new day. To honor the memory of the lost. Is that the end of 2.5 part 1?
That is the end.
That's the end. Ends in disappointment and sadness and tears. Ugh. And no more Tupsanani? Tupsanmani?
Tupsamani.
Tupsamani? Tutsalati? In the case anymore. We need to put it back. I think we're in theory holding on to it. Because we're the only one who at the moment can kind of wield it as a weapon.
No, I think she has it at the moment.
You think she still has it?
Yeah.
Do we see it hanging from her belt anywhere? Doesn't look like it. She's never used the dagger. How many times have you been in peril and not thought to pull out your own dagger that you have at your side? You pull
it's
out
like
our
when
all
we
the time.
put our hand behind our back and stuff just disappears invisibly into our pouch.
Oh yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, I'll just tuck this away in my infinite void back pocket.
A giant stack of lumber. All right.
In D&D, when you have a bag of holding, but also, you know, I think someone recently in a video I was listening to was talking about in Minecraft how out of all of the characters in all the video games and all of the worlds, Steve, which is like the default Minecraft character, is one of the strongest characters in the whole universe because with his backpack, he can hold an insane amount of not just one, but like dozens and dozens of buckets of boiling lava constantly, or thousands of blocks of stones, like a meter by meter blocks of stones. And he's just putting this all in his backpack, his inventory, his pockets. He's shoving it in his pockets and just walking around like no big deal. Hey, let's just go for a quick stroll, you know. And people are just like, the amount of weight that this guy can carry is insane. Our inventory mess. At least a bunch of this is like small crafting materials, little string and stuff. But just ignore the 169 full oak logs that we're lugging around with.
Just imagine we're off to fight, another primal, as our backpack is like, one of Scrooge's sled with the huge giant bags on it for, that he stole all the Santa's gifts or whatever. That's us with our inventory of 169 logs, just strolling along. No big deal. No big deal. Yeah, I'm frustrated. Because it's one thing if you lose someone after, like, a huge, A Realm Reborn arc or something, right? The whole arc in which you have time to get to know someone, go on a bunch of adventures with them, and you lose them, and it's painful to lose them, but you're like, at least, we have the memories of the good times that we had together. With Moonbreed, it was like, we barely got to even chat with her. We barely got to scratch the surface of this character, and we were just getting to know her. We're like, her chipper personality, her teasing with Eorzea, and her just fun. She was just a fun character. And we just as we're like, this is a great character. Nope, rip, nope, throw it away. Just like, nah, ugh.
Yeah, I definitely felt robbed in that scene because it was like, I guess I kind of like assumed that like Scion related or adjacent characters had plot armor.
Right,
and
that's what I was saying earlier about the plot armor. You're like, these characters should be safe, at least for a long time.
Yeah, I felt robbed, by the Asians. I felt robbed by the plot. I'll admit I was very mad at this point in the story when I was doing it.
Yeah,
I was just like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
That's it. We're logging out for forever. Never coming back. We're done. Done with this. We're done for tonight. We are gonna pause here, and we will continue the rest of 2.5 next stream. It's super late tonight, and we know the 2.5 is going to be kind of a long thing anyway. Holo's doing an amazing job of kind of parsing these out into really good sections. So give a round of applause in the chat for Holo. And
Thank you very much.
If you're watching this at a later time as a video form, drop a comment. Just like, thank you, Holo, because Holo's been fantastic this whole time. But we are out of eggs and out of time. And so I think this is a good stopping point. But thank you everyone for coming out and watching. And for those of you who are watching this at a later time that's only here for a part of the stream, thank you for even the times you come out to the stream and say hey, you hang out for a little bit. Never feel bad about getting the sleep that you need and taking care of things IRL that needs to happen. We're happy to have you whenever it is that you can be here and everything. But Akagor, thank you so much for literally, when you're talking about being a part of the fun, you are with us this whole way. You are now a kind of a pivotal part of the journey in which makes up our experience of the story of Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, thank you for being a crucial member. When it says, go collect your friends and go beat a primal's butt, you're one of the people that it's like, hey, let's get our group of Lalafell together. Let's go.
That is one of the things that's so great too. It's just like when the plot expects you to just like get a random band of mercenaries together, but we have the friends,
right? Exactly. You're like, no, we're not gonna go pick up some random cell swords. We got our compatriots, our comrades. Let us go for motherland.
I try to always include at least one moment in the highlights clips to show like the people that are participating, like anybody who shows up for the stream or shows up in the area while we're questing. So I try to always include them at least in one clip.
I wonder if at the end we can start, especially for really long segments where we have a bunch of people, the screenshots that you're taking, like that one that you did where it kind of highlighted here are all the different, people that participated in that.
Oh, with Crystal Tower.
That stuff is amazing. But we could also do that with like screenshots and be like, oh, here are the different screenshots of the different, moments that happened throughout the story, this section of the story that we took. Like the dragon sitting all over your heads and everything was just too cute. It was just too adorable. So definitely,
yeah,
if you're taking screenshots,
takes a bunch of screenshots. I think I might start pulling a couple of those from the G-Post channel into.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. But anyway, we're gonna head out for tonight. Thank you everyone for coming out. Get some sleep.